stand for the. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Policy meeting to order. First, we have an introduction.
Good evening. Thank you, City Council, Mayor, for letting me do this today. First, we're going to introduce one of our new officers, he's returning to us. I originally hired him in 2022. He left for a brief period and he's back. So Jonathan Rolfe, 3 years of experience. Great to have him back. And he brings 3 years of experience of definitely use. So welcome aboard, officer. Next is a sergeant pitting. This has been a work in progress. We've been trying to do this for several months, and with the holidays and how busy everybody is, it's been difficult to get done, but we're finally here. I know as much as he's dreading it. Sergeant Watson, come on up here. So this is Officer Shaquille Watson. We promoted him back several months ago now. He came from us from Chesapeake Bay. Originally, he had approximately 10 years in the Navy and then went to Chesapeake Bay PD for a couple of years. Left, went to Olathe, came to Kansas, went to Olathe PD, and then we got him after Olathe PD. So, 5 years of experience, anytime we get experienced officers, puts us one step further. And he's a great asset to the department. Today, I have his father, Derek Watson.
Yes, sir.
There you are, Watson. Snuck around on them. We're promoting Officer Shaq Watson to Sergeant Watson.
And then. So. After my drive back to Texas tonight, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get enough, I promise. I'm trying. Let's try. That's the problem. I also making it.
Go ahead. Try to open the woods. We won't pound these in.
I'm 6 years in the Army, I was ready to get
Getting ready, yeah.
Yes.
You got another one.
Oh. There you go.
All right, welcome aboard, Sergeant.
Thank you all for being here.
And I'll think of
You always leave.
We do lots of cool stuff.
Yeah. All right. That's always a fun thing to do here. All right, consent agenda. Anybody on the council have any questions on the consent agenda? If not, is there a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented and authorize the mayor to sign.
I'll second that motion.
McMahon, Hugo, Brown, Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. Looks like we have a Boy Scout troop here tonight. Welcome. You guys here to get your citizenship badge, I'm guessing? You don't want to just come hang out for no reason? What troop are you with?
100.
100? Okay, well, welcome to the council meeting. You picked a good one, it's pretty short.
Lucky you guys.
All right, next we have comments from the public. Was anybody here that wants to address the council on anything not on the agenda? Not seeing anybody? All right. Next, we have some yearly motions that we do. First, the annual designation of depositories for city funds.
Yes, so as you said, annually, we have to designate the depository. We do have our operating account at Security Bank of Kansas City. And our payroll is at First Option Bank, but we do solicit CD bids from the other three banks for Security, Great Southern and Landmark. So we just designate all 5 banks as depositories.
As always, it's great to have options here.
Mhm.
All right, do you have any questions on that? If not, is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve the designation of depositories for the city funds. Or I'll do it officially since we got the Boy Scouts in here. Motion to designate Security Bank of Kansas City, Great Southern Bank, First Security Bank and First Option Bank and Landmark National Bank as depositories for the city funds, Ms. Mayor.
I second that motion.
McMahon.
Aye.
Hugo.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, motion passed. Next, the annual resolution authorizing the city manager to pay claims.
Yes, since our meetings are now monthly, this allows for the city manager to approve the payment, so we do not incur late fees.
Or fair bills on, right? Anybody have any questions on this one? Is there a motion?
I move to approve resolution number 2026-001, authorizing the city manager to pay claims pursuant to KSA 12-105B.
I'll second that.
McMahon.
Aye.
Hugo.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right. Next, we have unfinished business. First, the 110 East Peoria CDBG project approval. Welcome back, Brett.
Brett Wagner, Governmental Assistance Services. Just as a little bit of background, I helped GW Weld and his company apply for a CDBG commercial rehab grant several months ago. We did 2 different public hearings here, one because we changed the budget. The grant was actually denied, which caused me to lose a lot of sleep. That doesn't happen to me very often. But it was denied because there was little money left, and there was also a bit of a misunderstanding between the state's consultant and what the actual federal guidelines were. There were some things included in the application that they thought couldn't be included, and we kindly suggested that they reread it and get a different opinion, and they agreed with us, so the grant was awarded. So here we are tonight. The grant, again, CDBG grants can only go through a city or a county in order to fund a nonprofit entity or a for-profit entity, which is what we did here. So this grant agreement is actually between the city and the state as required by CDBG rules. Although the owner of the building assumes all the financial responsibilities, and that's all spelled out in here as well. So I wanted to be here in case there were any questions about the agreement.
So you guys didn't have to change anything you were doing. They just revisited it.
No,
Good.
we will administer the grant. He's paying us for that out of his pocket, which is included in the project budget. So there will be some things that the mayor will need to sign from time to time. And I had told you all back when I came to your study session several months ago before we got started, that our job is to answer your questions and make sure that you understand what it is you're okaying, what it is you're signing, and make everybody comfortable with the process. So I want to pledge that to you again, always available by phone, text, email, you name it. Whatever you've got a question about, you can always call me and I will get answers for you.
Well, this is exciting.
Yes.
You may have any questions for Brett?
I just got just 2 actually. Well, one, I think it was almost, how long ago did we approve that rezoning? It's been quite a while ago, hasn't it?
Mhm.
We was able to get that, and so you could start going on. And again, I'm probably asking the wrong person, the wrong question. The question is, do you have any idea when you think they're gonna get started on a little bit of remodeling that and construction of it? I know they're waiting on the grant.
Yeah, I can give you my best guess. So the way this contract is set up, it's actually, even though it's not February first yet, we want to get everything signed before then. So a CDBG has a 2-year performance period, a grant performance period that starts February first. Within 1 year, they have to have designed all the improvements with an architect, put them out for bid and be under contract with the contractor. That's year 1. And within 2 years of February first, it needs to be completed and all bills paid. So that would be the longest. Of course, I'm sure you guys are familiar with construction projects. They don't always go the way you think they're gonna go. But I know that this developer in particular really likes to keep his people on schedule and ahead of schedule if possible. And I'm sure he wants to be open as soon as possible. So all that being said, I don't know exactly, but we can definitely keep you all in the loop and provide updates as we go through this.
Perfect, appreciate it if you would.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
And Stephanie, you're the one that all the stuff goes to, yeah,
Mhm.
That's right.
okay. All right, anybody else have any questions? Okay, if not, is there a motion?
I move to authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute the state of Kansas grant agreement number 25-CR-009 between the state of Kansas Department of Commerce and the city of Paola.
Second.
McMahon,
Aye.
Hugo.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, motion passed.
Thank you
Brett.
all very much.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. And thanks for answering the question.
I'm sure we'll be seeing you again soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Drive safe.
Thank you.
All right, new business, final site plan, the building addition for LSX construction.
Yep, so Ben Menden owns LSX Construction at 111 West Baptiste Drive. He's pretty well out of room in his current shop space. He's wanting to store more things inside as well as having a little bit more room to work on stuff and be able to expand the business. And so he has requested a 1,500 square foot addition to the building. That square footage increase and setback decrease requires that it go through site plan. So while it's just a small addition in the grand scheme of things, it still does require it. As far as zoning review, it meets all of the zoning requirements very, very easily. He has a whole lot of room as far as zoning requirements still to grow further, which I'm sure he plans on at some point, but if you guys have any questions on any specifics as far as zoning regulations, I'm happy to answer them.
Was part of this request, was he gonna close off that southern access road? In conjunction with this, or is that just a plan for the long term?
That's kind of a hope. He's already gated it, I believe.
Okay.
She's trying to limit the through access through there, people just using it as a cut through. But not directly tied to this.
Okay.
Cause he doesn't use it, but very rarely. He mostly comes off of Baptiste.
Yeah.
Any other questions? If not, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the final site plan for building addition to LSX construction at 111 West Baptiste Drive.
I'll second that motion.
McMahon.
Aye.
Hugo.
Aye.
Brown. Shields.
Aye.
All right, motion passed. Staff reports. Chief Burton, anything?
Wednesday night, we hired a new firefighter to the team, so it'll be nice to have him aboard and with his expertise. So,
Or who's gonna roll our? Yeah, it'll be good.
yeah, we're excited to have him aboard, so he's already ran a few calls already, so helping us out. That's all I have for them.
Oh. Chief Burton?
We don't have anything.
Really, the only thing I was gonna mention is, next Tuesday, we have a pre-construction meeting for the Via Creek water line relocation. It was supposed to be this Friday, but, the contractor had a scheduling conflict, so it's rescheduled for Tuesday morning.
Planning Commission next week, next Tuesday, it'll be kind of a big one. We'll have 2 public hearings for the old North School property. One is a rezoning from NCR 1 to NCR 3 to allow for a multifamily. Shannon Barber and Kevin Barber are interested in turning it into kind of apartments for their own family. Since there's multiple apartments, it qualifies as multifamily, so have a rezoning for it, and they'll have to get a CUP as well. So both of those will go, and then we will have the final site plan for Kodion. So moving along good with that, and we'll get done with plan review on it for the permit side, and hopefully they'll get to be able to start really building here soon. So,
Randy?
I have nothing to add, because it's gonna be Friday.
Stephanie?
I have nothing.
Nothing? All right, council, start with JR.
I mentioned it before, I was able, and I like when we buy things and it's put to use. And, I was at the Public Works Building the other day and they showed me what they had done in the front. And I was very, very impressed with it. And they told me also that, you know, the road noise is much better than it has been. And I twist Brett's arm that he could take me back in the shop, and he showed me his, the back truck, which like I said before, I don't know nothing about, I still know nothing about a back truck. But that, I seen they had done that, and then the mechanic's truck, was out and about. So when I see new police cars and I see stuff that we have, and I see that our employees are using them, it, you know, it took that, we had good use of our taxpayer dollars. So for that, I very much appreciate it, very, very much. One thing, and I'll backtrack and then I'll go forward with it. I was able to visit officially when I was with Kansas Association of Counties, Greensburg, Kansas, within 2 or 3 years after the tornado. And one thing that I was impressed with, and I mean, this town took a hit and went from 1,500 to 700. But the resiliency of the people and how busy they were. So when I drive around Paola and I see that busyness, and I went south of town, and it's not in town, I understand that, but the Gerken rental is putting 2 stories on theirs. And I realize it's not in town, but it helps our community and stuff like that. So with that, when I see new buildings go up, I see the restaurants, and I see everything else, it tells me we're probably are on the right track here with Paola. And you guys are Boy Scouts?
Yep.
Okay, Blue and Gold Banquet. Do you guys still do that?
We do that for the Cub Scouts, we put it on,
Okay, so you do that?
and the troop helps with that, yep.
If you want to, I got some ugly stories about when the food thing for the Gold Banquet, so. But that, no, I was a Cub Master and I was a Boy Scout. We went to, the one out in Missouri was, Bartle. Which I didn't like, but I did like the one up in, Wyandotte County. Camp Nash, thank you, sir, thank you very much. So, enjoyed my time as a Boy Scout leader, and new leaders and new Boy Scouts, I thank you for doing what you do, so I'm gonna shut up.
Anything? Nothing? Josh?
I saw the work being done on the trees. Thank you guys for that.
Yep,
That's,
absolutely.
it's a big job. And I did, and one of my neighbors, they had a large limb that fell, and it fell on the road, and I was thinking like, oh, when I leave, I'll pull around with the truck and get it, but your guys were already on it, and you got to it and picked it up, so appreciate all that.
I don't have anything.
Nothing? Okay. I have one appointment tonight. Consider the appointment of Ron Osborne to the Paola Housing Authority Board. Somebody would like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to, allow the mayor to appoint, what's his name?
Ron Osborne.
Ron Osborne, a motion to approve appointment of Ron Osborne to the Paola Housing Authority.
I'll second that.
McMahon.
Aye.
Hugo.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, thank you. The only thing I have is the end of the year, I was telling staff this usually kind of quiet, but they were so busy. So thanks for seeing it through. We have good staff here. And I was thinking the same thing when I pulled into town a couple weekends ago. It was just not happening like a lot of places, but it's pretty busy for a small town, and it's good to see everybody out and about. So thanks everybody for being a part of it. In the trees. My semi truck driver husband thanks you for that. Cause sometimes little cars don't notice that they go by, and so Silver Street especially, so thank you guys. All right, that's all I have, if somebody wants to make a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
McMahon.
Aye.
Hugo.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned.
Yes.